now. This fearless caddis is the raddest, has skills of the baddest, magic, slinging, busting, no status, practically unmatched, runs all of the gamut, in fact, he's a reference games and chatting, bent wizardly hatting, questing, stacking, napping, this cat diversified, witty banter, seeking kitty answers, roll 20 to scamper, tune in, and enjoy the ride, Brady, the RPG cat. Brady, the RPG cat.
Brainy the cat. Brainy the RPG cat. It's a kitty cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. Tonight, we're going to be playing Pokemon TCG Live. It's been a while since we last played this, and in the time that we last played this, we accidentally watched the new versions of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet cards come and go. So we do have some of those cards from, you know, the most recent booster packs that we have that we've looked at, and well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open some up. We're going to try to see if we can construct a good 60 card deck for ranked mode using the cards that we have already received. So thanks once again, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's stream. As always, you know, we do have a few sponsors we have to talk up. The first one, of course, is Dubby Energy Drink for an inexpensive, flavorful energy drink powder. Follow the link dubby.gg and use the code BrainySentMe for 10% off your online order. So, you know, Dubby Energy Drink, I just recently got the Dragon Punch flavor, and it has been awesome. You know, I think probably one of the best tasting powdered energy drinks that I've had for a while. So, full of, you know, really great amino acids that are really good for focus. Be sure to check out check out w.gg, and of course use our link for 10% off your online order. And also, this stream is also brought to you by streamloots. So subscribe to the channel, buy our packs of exclusive Brainy the RPG Cat trading cards for $1.99 for a pack of 3. All of these cards, of course, redeem special effects that are going to be here during live streams. So be sure to head over there. You know, to manage just $1.99 a week for a pack of 3 would be extremely useful in order to help keep us going, help keep us on the air. And we're going to be making some changes. I'm probably going to be announcing a few of them at the end of the stream. So, you know, be sure to... And so Streamloots is going to be an important part of that. So, you know, get your cards while they're hot, before they were cool, as the way the kids put it these days. head on over to streamlabs.com/BrainyTheRPGCat. And also, you know, consider giving a join to our Discord. Our Discord is brand new. We probably only had it for maybe about the past 3 weeks or so. Lots of fun activities and get to talk to other fans of Brainy the RPG Cat. So check out the Discord page. Alrighty, folks. So let's go ahead and let's head over to the main screen and let's play us a game of Pokemon TCG Live, shall we? Alright. So let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and let's look at the new cards that we have, because we do have some new Scarlet and Violet cards. Create a deck for standard format, that's what we want. Let's see. New decks, you know, do require new sleeves. What do I actually have up my sleeves? I do have, yeah, still have some of the Clara Premium Tournament card box, and probably also just a couple of sets of just playing card sleeves. Let's see, well, just whatever I also have a box design for. So I will start by putting this into the Giratina box, and then I'm going to load up the let me see. I will put these, you know, global beta free gift card sleeves on there. Alright. And so presumably I would be able to buy some coins, but I'd rather not, you know, buy coins for accessories. Save coins for, you know, some actual physical cards. And let's see. What do I not have now yet? I do have a good poison deck. I do have a good, I do have a good psychic deck at the moment, and also dark type, and let me see. Let's see, 411 cards. Well, I mean, I'm just at the full card list at this point. Let's see if we can pick out the ones that are actually part of the new set. So, so we do have Absols. I think we did create a good dark deck last time that had the Absols in them. Alaron, Aggron, Articuno, Baltoy, Claydol, Beldum, Matang, Metagross, Bidoofs, Barrels, Blissies, Buffalance, Wormadams, Cacnea, Case Kids. So, Case Kid, I'm going to have a hard time with that this entire stream. Capsace Kid and Scovillain. I'm somewhat tempted to start to make a grass deck with these characters, but the issue is I don't have too many of these guys yet. What do I have? Well, I'm going to need, you know, to exchange for, yeah, 3 more cards of Capsace Kid so I can have enough cards for the evolved form. Alright, so. And 3 Scovillains. Let's see. Cetoddles are here. I don't have the evolved ones, unfortunately. So, you know, the way that they allow you to spend crafting points is they only allow you to spend crafting points on cards that you've already seen, which is a bit of a pain. Let's see. Chestnut V, HP 230. Abilities, Needleline, if you're active Chestnut, is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon. Put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. And Touchdown does 130 and heals 30 damage from the Pokemon, so it's a good V card. Hello, Estevan. Say it's kind of but considering it's Pokemon, it kinda makes sense. You know, you're only kinda allowed to build based on cards that you already have. Let me see. So, going off of Chestnut, we have Chimecho, Chinchos, Lanterns, Clefairies, Clefables, Cobalion, who's a Steel type. Ability is Justified Law. Basic Pokemon's attack do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Dark Pokemon before applying weakness. And then follow up 30 HP, does 30 HP, choose up to 2 bench Pokemon for each of those Pokemon. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to the Pokemon. Alright, so let's see. I have Cyclizars. Those are new Pokemon as well. HP 110, normal type. They're also dragon types, but I don't think I have dragon type cards for them. Reckless Charge also does 10 damage to itself. Then the other Cyclizar does Touring for draw 2 cards, and then Speed Attack with 3 for 100. So, let me see, I have 2 of these. They might be good for, you know, just colorless cards. Let's see. We have a Delphox. We don't have any of the pre-evolved for... Well, this is a Delphox V, so it doesn't require them. Eerie Glow. Your Pokemons are now burned and confused, or Magical Fire. Put 2 energy attached to this Pokemon in the Lost Zone. This attack also does 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Well, which is pretty good, but, you know, do I want to split this with Fire? You know, that's an interesting question. Deancey, HP 90, Princess's Curtain. As long as it's in the active spot whenever you play a support card from your hand, prevent all effects of that card done to your bench basic Pokemon. Alright. The Donso uses that new water type that is virtually a whale crossed with a sushi chef. Let's see. HP 160, Release Rages, does 50 damage for each Tatsuguri in your discard pile. So it does require you to have Tatsuguris that have already been played and then knocked out in order to be a lot stronger. Or a Heavy Splash for 120, which by itself is a very strong attack. Dratini's Dragonites, yeah, no Dragonaires at the moment. Dreepies, Dragapults, Drifloons, and Driftblims. What did Duraludon do? Skyscraper, prevent all damage done for this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have special energy attached. And then you require you require both Fighting and Steel to do G-Max Pulverization for 220, so that virtually already tells you, you know, the 2 card types you need to be playing if you want to appropriately use that one. Durant, search your deck for 2 basic energy cards or Bite for 50, which is a little bit stronger than what we already have. Okay. Flip a coin if heads Pokemon is burned. Bite for 20, the opponent's Pokemon is burned, or Super Spicy Breath. If it has energy attached, this does 90 more damage. So, you know, this would actually kind of be a slightly more deviant grass-type burn deck if I decided to play this with some other cards. Alright. And if so, you know, I actually might want to consider using Fire as my other type, because if I do, then I've got a better opportunity to burn. So these are my normal Fennekin evolved set. This is Lead, search your deck for a supporter, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Combustion for 30, or Flare Parade does 60 damage for each Serena card in your discard pile. So this virtually requires you to be running Serena. Well, that actually might not be, you know, too much of a deal breaker. 50 damage to each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Alright, so... So 3 Breaksons, 3 Delphoxes, and then I'm probably going to need to buy 2 more Fennekins. Alright. So I can have all of those in there. I want to try to see if I can come up with a good Pokemon V that is also Fire type. Doxbun is a Psychic type, which would also be interesting in this deck because it means that a Pokemon can't be burned, but I would also need to run Psychic in this. Rear kick does 20 damage on well standard Fido, which, you know, relatively weak for a psychic type Pokemon. Fletchlings. The only ones I have are normal. Fletchinders do steady fire breathing for 30, which is not a very good effect. Talonflame does quick dive 50 damage to an opponent's Pokemon without applying weakness or resistance. And Merciless Strike is 80 plus 80 more damage if it already has damage on it. So that's actually a pretty strong one in the end. Let's see. Flittle does Ram for 10. I think that one has an evolved form. I'm not entirely sure about that. Espathra, HP 1. Oh, actually, it does evolve from Flittle. So yeah, I would need more of these to run the other ones. And they're psychic types too. Fungus does Ram for 10. Amoongus does Surprise Spores. During your opponent's turn, if it's discarded from your hand by an attack or an ability from your opponent's Pokemon, then discard your opponent's hand. Well, I mean, I would have to have a strategy in order to get my opponent to remove this from my hand, which is probably pretty tricky to do. Or Hypno Hammer for 50, which puts Pokemon to sleep. Let's see. I have Fuecocos, but yeah, that's the only ones I have. I don't have any of the evolutions yet. So let's see, what else can we put in this? Shiny Fuecoco, yes. So let's see, we have Glameows. Well, Giratina is a dragon type. What are the cards I need to play with? I need to play Grass and Psychic with it. You know, I might want to, you know, also just kind of break off and start to make a Grass and Psychic deck so that I can put those two Giratinas in there. Let's see. Sliggoo, Gossifleur. I don't know what Gossifleur's evolved form is. This one is a blot. You heal 10 you do 10 damage and then heal 10 damage from the Pokemon. Alright, Graveyards. Graveyard Gambling. This attack does 10 damage for each Psychic Pokemon in the discard pile. And Graveyard, which is Underworld Stroll. Your opponent reveals their hands, choose a supporter, and then put it on the bottom of your deck, or Sharp Fang for 30. Let me see. Well, I haven't found too many particularly strong grass types, but I do have a significant amount of really good fire types. Fire Claws for 70, HP 90 Growlithe, that's really good for a basic Pokemon. And I do have 3 of those. Arcanine EX, HP 280, Raging Claws does 10 more damage for each damage counter. Or Bright Flame, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Alright. So yeah, I think that's a good one to include. Alright. I have Hisuian Voltorbs and Hisuian Electrodes. Cheerful Charge requires no energy. You can use this attack only if you go second and only during your first turn. Choose up to 2 bench Pokemon. For each Pokemon, search your deck for a basic energy card. So I would have to try to, you know, play second every turn. And yeah, only during my first turn. Choose bench Pokemon for each of these Pokemon. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to your Pokemon. That's actually not too bad of a effect, but you know, it's also that, you know, I need to make sure that I always have one in my deck, so I would need to exchange for 2 more of each. You know, not too expensive either. And then exchange for 2 more Electrodes too. Triple Draw and Irritated Bomb are both moves that require absolutely no energy in them. So, it's interesting that, you would have to... Well, maybe you don't even have to search for the energy. The only one you would have to put in for is a Ram for 10. So it would require 1 energy card, which is very efficient. Alright. So, yeah. 3... Voltorbs, 3 Electrodes. Still looking for, a really good ace card in Grass type. Knockdown, well, I mean, I require a Hoot, and I don't seem to have any. Houndoom, Sharp Fang, and Fire Blast, not necessary because I already have the Growlithe. I have Corridon cards, and Corridon is a fighting type in this one. This one is an EX, does HP 230. Ability, search, attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile up to a fighting Pokemon in any way you like. Or Wild Impact for 220, and during your next turn, Pokemon can attack. So yeah, there's a potential for a good fighting deck in my future. This one does Claw Slash for 70 and Rampaging Fang for 190 and discard 3 energy from a Pokemon. Let's see, what else can I put in here? So, a few more Grass-type Pokemon. Kricketot, HP 60. Tip over, flip a coin of heads, it does 20 more damage. And Kricketune does a Swelling Tune, Grass Pokemon in play, except any Kricketune get plus 40 HP. But you can't apply more than 1 Swelling Tune ability at a time or slash for 50. This is pretty strong. I am going to need to exchange for just 1 more card. Alright. Let's put in Kricketot and Kricketune. Oh, and I also have a V card. What does the V card do? Exciting Stage. Once per turn, you can draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can draw cards until you have 4 cards in your hand. Instead, you can't choose more than 1 Exciting Stage ability each turn. Draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. So it's good for hand rebuilding. Sorry about that. And then a Scissor is an 80 plus 80 more damage if there's a heads. So, yeah. So I didn't think I was going to find a V. Well, actually, I have Chestnut as a V. What I should focus on is trying to see if I have a fire type in a V. Alright, so... I have Litten, Torracat, and Incineroar. So Nas for 10, Reprisal for 20, Gritty Claws for 40. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has full HP. It is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10, which means that it's a little bit slower in order to actively knock down a Pokemon. Or do Combustion for 70. And Incineroar does Secret Attack. Choose an attack from a previous evolutions that use that as an attack. Or a Flare Shot for 180. Very versatile. Let me see. I don't feel like it's quite in the strategy that I've already been building. So yeah, spend a little more time trying to see if I do have a V in Fire-type Pokemon. And so I'm up to, just 40 Pokemon cards on their own. After this, I'm probably going to need to put support cards. I have a Moltres. HP 120, Inferno Wings. If this Pokemon has any damage, this attack does 70 more damage. This attack is not affected by weakness. That's a pretty good one. Okay, put the 1 Moltres in here. Poniard, Bishop, King Gambit, which I think is a new evolution. So that would be better for a dark deck. Ponynon, Rapidash, Radiant Heatran, Radiant Charizard, Excited Heart Pokemon's attack costs 1 energy less for each prize card your opponent has taken, or Combustion Blast. For 250 during your next turn, I can't use Combustion Blast. It's a little bit slow attack-wise, but it does have that really good special ability. Let's see. Reshiram is a fire type. HP 220, Sparkling Wings, search your deck for 2 basic energy cards and attach them. White Blaze for 200, flip a coin. If it's tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Well, I mean, for lack of anything else that is in V. Let's see. Riolu, Lucario, Rockruff, Rotom, Sableye. I'm just going to scroll by really quick to see if there's any fire or grass that I have not seen yet. Regrettably, I don't have any Skidoo, or else Go-Go would definitely be a lock. I have Smolives. Nutrients heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon, so that is just kind of a more universal healing card. Or Spray Fluid for 20. Arbolivo, well actually, you know what, I think I'm missing the middle evolution. I don't have a Dolive. Enriching Oil, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can heal all damage from one of your Pokemon and then do Solar Beam for 150. It would be good if I had the middle one. Let's see, what else is there? Spinda, Spiritomb, Stonjourner, Beware, Suicune, Altaria, Torkoal. Stampede is for 30 and Concentrated Fire is 80 times the amount of energy. Flip a coin for each fire energy and then it does 80 damage times each head. Alright. Victini. Let me see. Assisting Flames, 2 energy cards from your discard pile in any way that you like. I mean, it's good for returning them. I wonder, you know, how important, more immediately important that's going to be. And so, yes, this is currently all I have as far as fire and grass type V cards. And I'm at 41 cards, so probably the next thing I should do is I should fill up with trainer cards. Now I'm gonna need Serenas because I do have Fennekin in here. Let me see. I mean, these are all alphabetical. Here we are. Okay, I do have 3 Serena cards, so. Okay, Serena, discard up to 3 cards from your hand. Discard. You must discard at least 1 card if you do draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Or switch up Pokemon V with your active Pokemon, which, yeah. Both very good effects. Shauna will be my hand reshuffler. Probably gonna need to buy 2 more. Okay, Roxanne, supporter card. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, each player will shuffle their hand into their deck. It's like Marnie, but a lot more slow moving. So, talking of which, where is Marnie? I have pennies. Penny lets you put a basic Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. I mean, it's a good way to flee if you absolutely need them. I have Katie's. Katie's allow you to shuffle your hand for your deck and then draw 8 cards and then end your turn. I would still prefer Marnie over both of those. Strange I don't have them. You know, that's the thing is that, you know, I think they might have actually been recently taken off of the standard list, so that's why I'm not seeing them at the moment. Let's see. Erida, search your deck for water Pokemon. Okay, never mind. Okay, choose one or both. Put up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile, or put up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile. Okay, well, Clara might be useful here. Let's see, since this is, you know, we're starting with a lot of basic Pokemon, I am going to need rare candies. See, I don't know if I have supporter cards that work specifically with grass type. See, at least one Professor of Research. Okay, well, Great Balls. I'm getting really, really close to 60, and I haven't put energy into this deck yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find anything specific for grass type. I mean, I have some specific ones for psychic type. Well, let's see. What is Forest Healstone? Attach it to a Pokemon that already has a Pokemon tool attached. A V-Star power means the Pokemon card can use the V-Star power on this card, which is Star Alchemy. During your turn, you can search your deck for a card and then put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's not really grass specific. Does energy take slots? Yes, it does. Let me see. Jubilife. Once during each player's turn, everybody can redraw 5 cards. Well, it would be a bit more risky to try to use that. Okay, so grass, fire, and grass. There's probably some things that I just need to kick out from the Pokemon section. No more Cyclizars. Say no more Durants. Okay. Let me see. I may need Serenas, but probably not as many Shaunas. Well, I should actually choose between Shauna and Professor's Research, and I probably should use Professor's Research. Okay. I want to choose between Growlithe, Arcanine, Brix, and Fennekin. If I use Fennekin, well, you know, probably. See, because what is the strongest Delphinox? Does 60 damage for every Serena card in the pile. I don't currently have 3 Serena cards, so 60, 120, 170 is the max damage I can do using that. Well, 170 times 60. Yeah, that's still really, really powerful. As opposed to Arcanine EX, which has Raging Claws for 30 and Bright Flame for 250 and discard 2 energy. I actually think Arcanine is stronger. So let's cut out the Braixens. You know, doing a Fennegan deck actually might be something I would probably rather do in my future. Okay, so now since I kicked those out, do I still need Serena? Discard 3 cards from my hand, draw cards until I have 5 cards in my hand, or switch one of the opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Yeah, I think they still could be useful. Maybe I'll cut it to 2 though. 2 rare candies, 3 Professor's Research, 3 Pokeballs, and what was Jordy again? Look at 7 cards from your deck, reveal any number of energy cards, and find them into your hand. So yeah, just energy focused. Okay. So now, this should leave me enough in order to put the remaining energy in my deck. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, less fire, more grass, because I'm probably going to need more grass. Alright. Alright. So let's see. See, now they're telling me that there's cards I don't own. Okay, well, I don't have more than 1 Gordy. I'll exchange for 1. Alright. Okay, so yeah, this should be good. Let's call it Arcanine Reshiram. Alright. Okay, let's see what we can do in rank mode with this. Arcanine Explosion. This deck is no longer valid. Well, it's because I have the gym leader deck still selected. All right. This guy is swiping my catchphrase. So, you know, typically, well, you know, if I do have the opportunity to pull the Hisuian Voltorb, then I would actually want to go second. Let's see. Alright. So, let me see. This was... Put him in the top, and then click done. Well, actually... Alright. He is playing a... Yeah, he's playing an electric deck, and he has Regieleki as its least Pokemon at the moment. See, he has 2 Pokemon out. One of them is a Regieleki. Oh, well, you know, yeah, the great majority of his hand is actually V cards. He's using an ability called Tandem Unit, which I believe is, you know, on each one of his V cards in order to put more cards into his hand. So how does Cheerful Charge work? For each Pokemon, search your bench for a basic energy card and attach it to the Pokemon. Okay, well first, I'm going to need to put a Pokemon on my bench in order to use that. And then, well, 1 energy onto Voltorb, and then Cheerful Charge. Choose up to 1 basic energy card to attach to a Pokemon. Well, that goes on to the Moltres. And so Moltres has the 1 energy that it needs to. Alright. First basic energy, he will do 30 damage to me and then switch with a bench Pokemon. So I'm assuming before he does that, he's going to attach an energy. If he ever stops drawing new cards, because that seems to be a thing that his deck is allowing him to do an awful lot. Electric decks. Gets a little tedious when it comes to, you know, just using all of the energy transference. Okay. He's 1 energy from using Miraidon. So yeah, the thing is, yeah, most likely he's going to change to Miraidon and then he's going to put his last energy next turn. So let's see, what can we do here? I don't think I can use the rare candy in this situation. Let's evolve, and then let's, well, yeah, that's the extent of it. Put my 1 energy, let me see. If a Pokemon has any damage, this attack does 70 damage. I don't even need the damage on it. Let me just go ahead and... Well, what's going to be more necessary? He can hit me for about 220 next turn, so I might as well attack him with an Irritated Bomb. So that Moltres will have the ability in order to do more damage to him during his next turn. Okay, he's shuffling and then drawing 7 cards. Okay, putting out Beach Court. Beach Court makes a retreat cost 1 less. Okay. Which is something, yeah, that would probably, yeah, be able to allow him to freely switch V cards away from each other. Still waiting for him to add the last energy to Miraidon. Okay, now he's evolved into a VMAX card. Alright. Alright. Well, I can put Voltorb on the bench. That will just spare me the opportunity to lose due to knockout. Okay, Inferno Wings will do 20 plus 70, which will be 90 damage. So yeah, I think I might well be losing out to in this next turn. In the end, maybe it wasn't a good idea to use Moltres. I probably should have used something that was a bit more powerful, capable of doing a bit more damage to a EX Pokemon. They had a super aggressive start, yeah. And loosely, just due to the fact that, you know, I did not lead using many of my basic Pokemon. Okay, Great Ball will at least allow me to pick out another Pokemon. Who should I put out? I mean, probably the thing that will save me would be to be able to get a V out into the field. Alright, so this V, followed by this energy card, which will allow it to use Sparkling Wing, and then Ram for 10. I can put 2 energy here, and then search my deck for 2 basic energy cards, and then attach them to my Pokemon, then shuffle. Okay. Well, he's equipped enough, but now it's the opponent's turn. So the opponent is hitting Yap for up to 220, so this isn't very useful. Okay. You switch my card through boss's orders. Okay, so he didn't knock me out this... Well, he didn't actually even do damage to me this turn. Kricketune V can come out. Alright. So, White Blaze will do 200 damage, and if you flip a coin, and then I won't be able to attack next turn. See, if my opponent's Pokemon is some 300, I'd have to hit it 2 more times in order for that to be effective. I haven't really built an electric type either, so that's probably something that's next on my list. Okay, well, I'm going to give this one more try. If not, then it's back to the drawing board. They say that I have something to get from here. No, I guess not. Not really. That's what they keep saying. Well, let me see. No, I don't have the preview pass. Am I able to get the basic reward? No, that one's already been collected. So yeah, I don't even know what it's trying to tell me. Oh, I'm able to collect a quest. Alright. That's what it's trying to tell me. Alright. Alright. I do not want to go first because that's one of the deck strategies. Okay, so this time I don't actually have the Voltorb. This time I have Capsaicin and I have Kricketune. Who do I want to lead with? Okay. This will start inflicting burns. Okay, starting out with Cyclizar, which was the card that you know that I rejected. The normal card that I rejected. So ordinarily... Okay, no, they don't have weaknesses to fire type. They have weaknesses to fighting type. Alright. So, let me see. Kricketune v. Kricketot. Let me see. Gordy will allow me to gain more energy cards. It allowed me to gain exactly 1 more energy card. Put Capsaicin and attack with Slightly Spicy. And so now if I flip a heads, then I'm going to get a burn. I did not get a heads. Alright. He's going to get 1 round of touring, which is going to draw 3 cards. And see, this wouldn't have been perfect either, because if he had a card that had a double energy, then he would have already been able to begin to attack me. Alright. I'm not finding the evolution yet. Nobody is requiring fire cards yet, but I can put 1 energy onto Kricketune, because he's going to require 3 energy later. Okay, try slightly spicy again. Nope, still not burning. Capsakid. Capsakid. That's how you say that. Well, at least Voltorb will have some no energy abilities. Alright. Let me see. Oh, well, I can also just evolve him into Electrode, and now I can do 50 damage each turn. Second Fire Energy will go on to Cricketune, and then I will do Irritated Bomb for 50. Okay, now he's down 70, 80, 90, 100. I need to hit him for 40 more. So this is making me a little bit nervous because he hasn't put a Pokemon on the bench yet. Okay, now he's put Dialga V. I guess I really shouldn't have worried about him. Let's see, Dialga V, Metal Coating attaches 2 energy cards, and then Temporal Rupture does 180 but requires 4 energy. Alright. More than certain he's gonna knock me out this turn. It would have been great if I had actually gotten one of those burns. Trip over 10 plus 20. Even if I can attack for several turns, is probably better than just putting another basic on there. It's not worth putting one on anyone else. Oh, well, I could just guess I won't. Okay, exciting stage. You can draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can draw cards until you have 4 cards. Then you can't use more than 1 each turn. Well, okay, I'm just going to need this for the additional cards in my hand. Now I have a green. I'm going to put it on Capsakid again. Serena. Discard up to 3 cards and then draw until I have 5. Or switch a Pokemon V with an active Pokemon. Do I want to save Kricketot? Yeah, I probably do. Alright. I don't think it let me do that. Maybe I should have played Serena first, if I had the option to play Serena first. Alright. He's got 10 cards in his hand. If he has something like a supporter card that allows him to put more Steel-type energy on Dialga, then this is going to get really bad really quick. He's using Arcanine EX. Okay, now he's got a V-Star. So he does have an attack that does damage now. It's 40 damage plus 40 more damage for each energy attached. That's 120, yeah. Alright. Okay. I have a Scovillain. Scovillain does guaranteed burn, and also super spicy breath for 90 plus any fire energy attack attached. Alright. So, at minimum, there's a reason to put the fire energy on this one. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Clara puts 2 Pokemon from my discard into my hand, or 2 basic energy cards from my discard in my hand. Well, I'm sure I have energy discarded. I'll take out the Capsate Kid. Well, actually, let me get Voltorb and Electrode back into my hand. Alright. And now, well... Oh, did I already attach an energy? Yeah, I already attached an energy to Scoville, and I probably should have done that. Alright. So Super Spicy Breath does 90 times 90, so that's 180 damage a turn. At this point, I wish I could do more. Alright. Let me see, 150 plus 150, that's only 200 damage. Yeah, but it's all I can manage at this point. See, I'm not even seeing the Arcanines. If I use Fennekin instead, then there would have actually been more, there would have been more cards in my hand. Oh, he has resistance. Alright, well, clearly, I need to go back in and I need to do some retooling. Alright. Alright, so... Okay, so I am focusing on Grass and Fire. Alright. I have an Armor Rogue. HP 130. Well, I don't have any Jarkid, that says a problem. I can't use it yet. So I think, yeah, I think I'm somewhat missing attack in this. So Growlithe, yeah, allows you to search for basic energy cards and do Fire Clouds for 70. And then when it evolves to Arcanine, it does Raging Claws for 30 plus 10 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So this Pokemon needs to take damage first of all. And then Bright Flame for 250 and discard 2 Fire Energy. You know, actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Fennekin instead. I mean, I can still fish the Fire Energy out using this deck, but, let's see. So, Delphalox, Flare Parade does 60 times 60 damage for every Serena in the discard pile. And then Energy Crush does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of my opponent's Pokemon. Alright. 3... And, okay. Reshiram, well, 200, but, you know, there's a good chance that, I might do a Tails and then not be able to attack next turn. If this Pokemon has any damage, it does 70 more damage. Well, you know, it's very unlikely that that might happen because a lot of people are going to be using V cards. What was Merciless Strike again? Oh, well, no, because I can't use those because I don't have Fletch... No, I have Fletchinders. I need Fletchlings. Steady Fire Breathing does 30. Quick Dives 50 damage to one of my opponent's Pokemon. Or Merciless Strike for 80 plus 80 if they have any damage counters on it. It's probably not worth the trade-off. Heat More HP 110. Flame Cloak attaches a Fire Energy card from a discard pile onto this Pokemon. Exciting Flame if this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy in addition to the attack's cost. This attack also does 180 damage to an opponent's bench Pokemon. That's actually pretty deadly. Maybe I want 2 of those. Say, yeah, you've just been drafted, Flaming Anteater. Alright, say, how did Litten work again? Reprisal, 10, 20 damage for each damage counter. Gritty Claws, and Combustion, Secret Attack, or Flare Shot. Well, which requires you to discard all energy in regards to 180 damage. Alright, Radiant Charizard. Attacks cost 1 energy less for every prize card your opponent has taken. And Combustion Blast does 200. Actually, this one actually might be pretty good. 1 Radiant Charizard card. In exchange, I will probably, yeah, I'll kick out Reshiram. So this makes things a little bit more complicated because my 2 V cards are both on the grass side. So that one heals damage. The other one, if flip a coin of heads, this attack does 80 more damage. And once during your turn, you can draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. If this Pokemon is active, you can draw cards until you have 4 cards in your hand. Alright. So now this is 63 cards. I'm going to want 1 more Sabrina if, I'm going to need to discard Sabrina's Gordy's. Okay. I don't think Rare Candy was useful at all. Toolbox. Look at 7 cards. You can reveal a number of tool cards you find there and then put them into your hand. Okay, well, I'm not even using tools. Ultra Balls. Discard 2 cards in my hand. Search my deck for a Pokemon. This actually might be useful because I need to discard Serenas if I want to use Fennekin, so... Oh, well, 3... Professor's research didn't even materialize, so I'm going to cut it down by 1. Okay, and so that should probably be good. Okay, well, can't call this Arcanine and Reshiram because both of those cards aren't in here anymore. I'll call it... Yeah. Fennekin Serena. Alright. Done, done, on to the next one. Done, done, on to the next one. Alright. Ooh, very good first hand. Start by using Voltorb's singular ability. Alright. Okay, start pulling out Aerodactyl V right out the gate. I need to get some of those nest ball cards because if you're going to primarily play a V deck, they're incredibly useful. All right. So let's see. I am going to need to start by putting basic... I don't have basic cards. Let's reshuffle. Heatmore. Cricketot. Put the single fire energy onto Heatmore and then use Cheerful Charge. Alright. Okay, so give you the green, give you the second fire. So by the time, I'm more than likely that Voltorb might get knocked out at this turn. Well, actually, okay, he's planning to bite for 40. I might be able to survive this unless he buffs it somehow. Nope, he chose not to. Alright, so I still have another turn with Voltorb. Or Electrode, rather. Let me evolve that. Let me put the third on Heatran. And then let me explode for a modified 70. Okay, he's gonna start chaining Lucky Ice Pops now. You won the first chain. Second chain. Okay, he only got 2. Okay, so I do believe that he also gets to detach an enemy from me. No, I suppose not. So, let's see. So, the Evolved Cricketune card. Swelling Tune. Your Pokemon in play except Cricketune get plus 40 HP. Alright. So... Oh, my grass Pokemon in play. Okay. Professor's research seems less risky than Ultra Ball right now. Okay. Fennekin. Let's see. Attach one energy. I'll get to evolve it next turn. Voltorb and Kricketot can come on the bench too. Okay. I'm only gonna be able to do 60 damage this turn. He's evolving Pokemon on the bench right now. Trying again with Lucky Ice Pop. He gets to do it again. And now he gets to do it a third time. Do I have any Serenas in my discard? Nope, none. Alright. Cricketune. Evolve breaks in. Put Flare Parade 60. Well, yeah, 60 times 60. All right. Okay. Gordy, search for more energy. Guess I'll get to attack this turn. About to see this guy pull out one more Lucky Ice Pop. Okay, at least I have one Sabrina to discard this turn. Okay, I can actually switch a bench Pokemon for this one. Okay, so... let's see. I don't think that helped me out an awful lot. So 60 times... Well, 30 times 60. Alright, so I'll do 90 damage to the new Lucario, anyway. I don't think I need to tell you that I'm in a lot of trouble right now. Yay, a whole 30 damage. I don't even think it registered due to the fact that it has an equipment on it. I don't even have enough to switch this time. So yeah, this isn't working for two reasons. One is that I have Pokemon with some very weak modifiers, and the other reason has to do with the fact that I'm relying a lot on chance, on odds, and the specific use of cards to pull something out. So I think maybe I need to completely rethink this one. I have Charmanders, Charmeleons, and Charizards. Flamethrower does 100 and discards a fire energy from the Pokemon. Whereas Flare Blitz does 170 but then discards all energy. But at 170 it's just might not be worth the risk because people are using V cards, and V cards just have a lot more attack power out of the gate. I mean, using Arcanine EX would at least be better because that does 250 and then would force me to discard. Okay, well, I'm getting ready. I'm getting rid of Fennekin again. Okay, no, wrong Growlithe. Because even, using Fire Claws for 70 damage a turn would be better for a basic Pokemon. Yeah, it's a tricky deck. Let me see. I used 2 Heatmores. There probably shouldn't be more than 2 Heatmores. Littens. Okay, well, Littens at least would be more versatile. Add 1 Incineroar. So, Voltorb, you know, has an interesting exchange trick, but probably isn't worth a lot in order to have 3 of each in the deck. Maybe I can replace that with a better grass type. Cacneas, regrettably I don't have any of its evolved form. You know, it's good to have Capsace Kid, Scovillain, because these are grass types that do collateral damage. Another thing that the grass type is good for is having Pokemon that can heal. No Dupiters. Given the sheer amount of time that somebody has used boss's orders against me, or just a Pokemon switch card, it might actually be useful to do Fungus and Amoonguss. What does Leafeon do? 260 damage, Leaf Guard during your opponent's... Oh, actually, no, I needed a Leafeon V in order to use that. Oddishes. Flip 2 coins, does 10 damage for each heads. Heals 30 damage. And Offensive Scent, your Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. Confused and poisoned. So Chestnut Cell seems to be a good V card to use, but it's really just at this point it hasn't manifested itself yet. Leligant, 20 damage for each Pokemon, or Leaf Step for 100. And it allows you to switch a Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Let me see. Superior V. Nobilite heals 30 damage from each Pokemon for both yours and your opponent's, or Solar Beam for 120. I don't want to heal my opponent's HP. Regal Blender 190. You can move any amount of damage from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in another way that you like. Or Starwinder. This does 60 damage for each energy attached to the Pokemon, and then switch Pokemon with one of the bench Pokemon. Does 60 damage for each energy attack with his Pokemon. Well, is it that for each grass energy? No, just any energy. So yeah, let's try Superior. And yeah, there's 2 of those. Let's go ahead and let's kick out Chestnut now. Also Cricket Tots and Crickettoons. I have Sprigatito and Meowscarada, but I don't have the one in the middle. Because I would definitely like to use that if I had all 3 of them. Tarantulas can do Paralyze. Victini. Search 2 energy cards from your discard pile and in your Pokemon any way you like, or Flare for 40. Nah, that's not a good one. Okay, I think I can put a couple more trainers on here now. So how many Pokemon Vs am I relying on? I'm only 2. And then the other 3 are Arcanine EXs, so probably wouldn't be a good idea to put Explorer on this. Arvin requires Pokemon Tool cards. Let me see, what do I need? Just 2 more. I'll put 2 boss's orders into this. Alright. Well, I can't call this Fennekin Serena anymore. Well, I'll call it Incineroar. Alright. So no more slow starts. You know, even the benefit of having abilities that allow you to go second is probably not worth the trouble that it would take you in order to go second. Here we are, electric again. Swell. 2 cards on the bench and one of them's a Mewtwo. All right. Discard 1, discard 2 here. And then choose a Pokemon to put in my hand. I did have a Litten in my hand, didn't I? Or did I have an Incineroar in my hand? I need to put a Litten into my hand. It actually might be better if I put Radiant Charizard into my hand. Alright. Okay. I must at least discard one. I'm not discarding the V-Star yet. Okay. Noble Light, heal 30 damage from each Pokemon. Alright. Or... Excited Heart, Pokemon's attacks cost less for each prize opponent card. Alright, start populating this one. Yay, did nothing. Okay, Battle Claw, take 30 damage. Noble Light, heal 30 damage from myself. Alright. Definitely want to do that. Now, Professor's Research. Capsay Kid on the field. Well, probably both Capsay Kids on the field. Do the Solar Beam for 120. And now I get to claim the first prize. I'll take this one. That's another Ultra Ball. Alright. Okay, so he gets to... Oh, well, he had the ability in order to automatically evolve a Pokemon, but he chose not to use it. Let me see. Okay, let's use Clara to put Pokemon and Energy back into my hand. VMAX back into my hand. And Growlithe back into my hand. Alright. Okay, so Growlithe here. Well, hang on. Growlithe onto the bench. And then Superior V-Star. Okay. Regal Blender. Move any amount of energy from your Pokemon to any other Pokemon. Alright, well... Starwinder. This does 60 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. 6. And then switch a Pokemon with a bench Pokemon. Not necessarily sure. Well, okay. I can actually evolve to Scoville next turn, so I'm going to do that. Yes. And then switch that with Capsay Kid. Alright. Okay, take my second prize card. I got a Serena. Okay, out comes Mewtwo. Hit me for 50. So let me see. How do I want to run this? I could burn him. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna burn him. Alright. I think he just lost it. Well, so much for that. I don't get to inflict permanent status effects, no siree, la 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 la. Okay, put that additional here. Switch an opponent's bench Pokemon B with an active one, which, well, I mean, he doesn't have any energy on this card. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, no. I actually wanted to do the other one, but I guess I'm not allowed to now. 40... Green energy, 1 fire energy, alright. A heat more, at least I got a heat more on the bench. And, Ultra Ball. Choose the other heat more and the fire energy to discard. And then put a Pokemon into my hand. I'll take Arcanine EX. Alright. And then, oh well, I'm not allowed to use another supporter card again, so never mind that. Alright. And I'll try to burn him again. Oh, didn't get the tails this time. Alright. So this turn he's going to definitely knock out Scovillain, but if he does, I can put Superior out again and do additional damage because of the amount of energy on him. Okay, who wants to come out? Well, yeah, Superior definitely does. Okay, no longer burned. No need for Amoonguss. Okay, any combination of Pokemon and energy I need in my hand. I mean, it would be good to get at least 2 energies because I can put them onto Superior. And then I should also bring out Capsace Kid and Scovillain again. Well, maybe not. I didn't get an opportunity to use Heatmore yet. Yeah, alright. Oh, hang on. I do need to attach 1 more energy. Capsace Kid, go on the field. Okay, well, let's see. 190 damage, 220. That's enough to knock out Mewtwo. Now I get to move to other Pokemon. You get 1 green. You get... Yeah, you get 4 additional energy. Alright. Done. For that, I get 2 prizes. Well, now I know I haven't been seeing Lytton. Oh, Sonar! Thank you very much for raiding with a party of 7. Thank you everybody who came over from Sonar's channel. You guys are fantastic. Okay, so I am Brainy, the RPG cat. I regularly play RPG and strategy games on my channel. And I also run my own actual play TTRPG series called One Shots from the Meowing Portal. We're going to be recording an episode this Sunday, which means it's going to premiere next week, most likely on Wednesday. Y'all are busy, yeah, well, I mean, you're always busy when you're playing Pokemon. Alright. I might be in trouble because I probably used the majority of the energy in my hand at this point. Probably not going to be able to use either of these abilities either. Oh, hang on. I will retreat and then replace it with Radiant Charizard. Okay. Shoutouts don't seem to be working. I'm probably going to need to go back and check the chat bot for that. But thank you everybody who came over for Sonar AF. From Sonar AF's channel, please do me a favor and participate in chat because I still need 3 active speakers in order to get to affiliate status. So if you can help me out with that, then that would be awesome. That would be very awesome. Alright. Up. Opponent gave up. Otherwise, I would have hit him for 250 that turn. Active. Okay, well, usually I get off at this time, but since a lot of people did come over from Sonar's channel, I am going to do one more match with this deck. Wonder Twin Powers. Form of taking too long in order to explain what I am doing to my chat. I'm guessing this person is using a Psychic deck. Okay, what do I have to go for with? Lytton should probably launch. Alright. So I do believe that we were starting out with his turn. Alright, I opened this window before I raided. Well, appreciate you. Where are we gonna go from here? Okay. Well, of course, Heatmore's gonna go on the bench. 20 damage for each damage counter. Unfortunately, it doesn't do attacks that have fire energy on them, so I'll start by energizing my V. And let's see. That's pretty much all I can do this turn. I think during the first round, neither player is allowed to attack. Oh, thank you very much for the shout-out, Devin. I don't know why it wasn't working on the Twitch side. I thought it was just a problem with my chat bot, which is actually something that happens quite often. Wow, Pokestop. Somebody is still using Pokemon Go cards. Yeah, there was only one set of Pokemon Go TCG cards. So these days, cards don't get removed from tournament play based on series anymore. Instead, they get removed by letter designation. Right now, it's cards that are D, E, and F are banned, but everything from A, B, and C and the rest of the alphabet are still legal. So, let me see. I need more energy. Okay, discard 3 cards from my hands. Well, let's see. Switch one of your bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Well, I don't have Pokemon V yet. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to discard my whole hand for this. It would have been nice to have been able to hold on to Clara. Oh, well, actually, I got my other one. Alright. So a Superior can be here. And, well, unfortunately, that didn't give me a different, that didn't give me a different energy. So, Litten is still defenseless, unfortunately. The opponent is using a very slow attack orders as well. Okay, he just swapped for Heatmore. What does Level Ball do again? Search your deck for Pokemon with 90 HP, reveal it, and then put it into your hand. Alright. And so these days, I think if you designate a card B, C, and D, then it has a tendency to be a trainer card that has a very specific series to it. So it's more than likely you have to swap out cards like Sword and Shield cards like Marnie for anything that's in the new set. And basically that's how they're handling that now. I mean, so it is a lot more... it's a lot more fair because it means that it's rare that Pokemon actually get kicked out of a tournament play. Let me see. Oh, do I want to do boss's orders back to him? Well, no, because, you know, I still don't have the energy. Alright, let's see if I can fish it out of my discard. Yeah, just one more. Okay, I need to fuel that. I need to evolve that. Not allowed to use that this turn. Okay. Using his Pokeball ability in order to discard 2 cards and then put 1 item card into my hand, which is Ultra Ball. Alright. Which Pokemon do I want? Okay, I can get the V-Star now. Alright. And then end my turn. Alright. Hollowflower Pokemans. Nice. Thank you very much for tuning in, Hollowflower. So as I was saying to the group that had just raided earlier, yeah, everybody make a lot of chat. Do a lot of chat inside of the chat room because we're hoping to see if that will translate into an affiliate. You're welcome, Brady. Do stuff, be things, exist in a living state if you can. By all means, I'm feeling a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Charizard, neither charcoal nor lizard. Discuss. Watermelon, cantaloupe, watermelon, cantaloupe. Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb. See, now that if I have to pretend to talk, I can just go ahead and drop the audio from this stream and I can pretend that I was saying something else. Charizard exists. He's not in this deck, but he exists. He hasn't raised a finger to me yet. L is real. Did I just earn a sad card? Okay, I'm gonna try Pokestop again. Okay, unfortunately, none of those were tool cards. So, alright, well... No point in using the attack because he hasn't attacked me yet. I think he's having a hard time getting energy cards. Just in time to go on strike. This is the Chatter Strike. I am in full support of it because eventually it is going to allow for fairer chatting practices. At this point, I can't even tell who's really having a worse time of it. I think we're perfectly tied at this point. He sure is dumping a lot into his discard pile. I mean, he doesn't really even need it because he has a full bench. Sonar, Picket, Sonar. Wow, this is going to be a nail-biter. Playing the top card now. Finally, a Fire Energy. Okay, not allowed... Well, am I allowed to use a Pokestop even with an empty hand? Oh yeah, because I'm pulling stuff off the top. Still discarding. Alright, so, attaching an energy card from my discard to this Pokemon. Do 20 damage, attach one fire card, and then end my turn. Okay, now Heatmore is starting to catch fire. Which is, you know, a good thing to do if you're a fire Pokemon. So, pulling a Fog Crystal, that actually means that he can put an energy card into his hand. Well, I've got to admit, the times that I use Pokestop, it actually saved my bacon. The times he's used Pokestop, he's dumped a bunch of cards into his discard. I think he is actually at a 1 on his deck. Unless, you know, one of the next cards that he draws is going to be a card that takes cards out of discard, then he's going to lose this to deck out. Okay, well, don't think I want to use Boss's Orders because he's got the weaker Pokemon and I'm capable of knocking it out this turn. Alright. Unfortunately, I didn't have an additional... yeah, opponent's deck ran out of cards. Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Okay, well, I'm having fun. I'm going to play one more round. Thank you, everybody who has stuck around in chat so far. Oh, for crying out loud, it's not even legal. That was on the line. On the line. Unbelievable. Double sheesh. Also, if you're having fun with the chat tonight, you know, feel free to consider joining my Discord page. Because we always have a lot of fun on the Discord page. I'm trying to think of, you know, some Discord exclusive events that we can do sometime during the weekend. I mean, we're always here 4 nights a week, which is Can be quite a lot for people who are regular streamers, regular VTubers. It's too high. What are you talking about? Now, well, my favorite always comes from pro wrestling. Is that, oh my God, what more do you have to see? Somebody stop the match. This has become a war of attrition. Okay, he did a mulligan, which means I get to draw an extra card. Alright. Climbs under the mat to pull out a folding chair. That might be what Heatmore is. Heatmore is my folding chair. Slams folding chair into a pile of cards. That's breaking the Mexican card table. You know, they love it on Spanish language TV when you break the card table. That one is from Major League. Opposing batter hits a towering home run. One fan of the outfield sits up. It's too high. You mean it's too high? Isn't that where the ball is supposed to go? It's supposed to go all the way up there. These guys aren't playing mechanical baseball. The ball automatically goes into the end zone and it counts as a home run. Here I am, you know, up against another one of these electric guys. Electric decks constantly swap electric energy with each other. That's basically what the entirety of the strategy is. I'm probably gonna do Professor's Research this turn, but do I want to put cards on the bench first? Okay, Lydon can go there. I have the whole evolutionary line in my hand, but I am going to need to discard them. Alright. Okay. Superior can come on. Capsicate can come on. And then I can put one fire on Heatmore and do Flame Cloak again. Alright. Electric Sheep. Always part of a philosophical quandary on this side of the literary intellectual section. Major League. Major League has always been kind of a confusing movie to me because I always used to think of it as a spoof like The Naked Gun, but it probably isn't. It's probably something more like a police academy, and the main person is also Charlie Sheen. And let me see. This grass card goes over here. Well. Would switching the active Pokemon help him? Well, you know, I can start tackling his Miraidon EX card, most likely. It's more just a straight-up comedy. Because we all know that there's nobody funnier than Charlie Sheen, especially on public forums and late night. I mean, it's hard to pick on him because I think that there's worse people in the public sphere these days. No wild sight gags like Naked Gun, not as out there as Police Academy. Oh, I gotta choose the bench Pokemon. Alright. Litten on the bench. Flame Cloak again. I still haven't discarded another energy yet. Alright, Electric Sheep, what do you got for me? You're not in a position where you can just idly add electric energy to the bench anymore. Oh, well, I stand corrected. He can still do that. Doesn't mean that he's going to attack me, but he can still do that. And so these days they don't even really create, you know, those really big name comedies anymore. They just feel like that wouldn't make a lot of money, and yeah, in a cinematic realm that includes the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I can understand, you know, why they would be hesitant. There's some funny superheroes, though. I would love to watch. I would love to have a Plastic Man movie. A Plastic Man movie would be hilarious. No, you still go down to Servitor. Let's do one Serena card. Alright. Do I want to evolve this just yet? Okay, I want to evolve this. And then I want to Ultra Ball. Alright. Okay, one Pokemon to put in my hand. I'll take that Arcanine, thank you. Shazam is funny sometimes. I mean, Shazam has that funny guy, what's his name, was also on the NBC show. It was named after the main character, I think it was called Arthur or something like that. Where he actually just works as one of the geeks in an electronics store and then he turns into a secret agent. I'm having very hazy memories of this. Zachary Levi from Chuck, yeah. He's a funny guy. And so they knew that they had, let me see. They knew that they had something with him. You know, just take the exact same thing and then put him in superhero tights, and then you've got a hit movie series on your hands. I haven't seen the second one. I should see the second one. Alright. I'm hoping I draw an energy. I do not draw an energy. Well, crap. Okay, well. And swap with the active Pokemon. Okay, at least Arcanine has a lot more HP. Here I thought I was going to have to avoid a healing phase, but I did not avoid a healing phase, and I hurt myself really, really badly as a result of it. Alright. That's really all I can do this turn. Alright. Watch him slowly build up his electrical. I could use one fire card. Okay, out comes Meridon again. I have no idea about the sequel. Well, you know, I think what a lot of people tend to forget about superhero films is, you know, sometimes superheroes can just be really, really lighthearted and silly. And, you know, Shazam is definitely one of those characters. I think if people had a negative opinion about the second Wonder Woman, even though it was that kind of a movie. But that's just my opinion. How do I want to do this? Okay. 60, 120, 120, 120 is 220. So I can knock this out if I want to. Okay. Oh, I know. Actually, I need 3 energy to retreat this card. Okay, well, that is that. I'm surprised that I've heard so little about it. Well, you know, I think we're even like in a place where people aren't really even paying attention to movies when they get released in the theaters anymore. Hmm. 190 and then any other. Okay. Take out that one. Okay. Oh, there's my other Heatmore. Yeah, he gets 2 for that. Ah, crud. Well, I don't think it looks good for me now. This hasn't been a bad deck, but yeah, now I'm starting to see the error of some of my strategio. Alright. God, I need all of the energy. Oh no, 2 Pokemon and 2 basic energy. Okay, no. Growlithe and Arcanine. Alright. Burn you. He's still gonna hit me for 220, but maybe he'll hold on to that burn for a while. You know, maybe I'm putting a little bit too much faith in burn as a status effect. Oh, gee whiz. I didn't see the sequel yet. I don't think anybody's seen the sequel. Maybe I can get it on demand already, or, you know, I might want to prefer to actually buy a DVD, add it to my DVD collection. I want to take my parents to see the new animated Spider-Man, but, you know, I also have to make them watch the first one on Blu-ray first. Alright, well, I lost that one. Well, alright, everybody, thanks for putting up with me for the duration of a couple of additional Pokemon battles. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start signing off. Thank you, absolutely, everybody, for tuning in to Brainy the RPG Cat. We are going to be doing a raid in a moment, so please stay tuned so that you can see the next person that we're going to go on a raid with. As usual, this stream is brought to you by Dubby Energy Drink. Dubby, the low-cost energy drink that is competitive with all the other major energy drink brands. Go to the link, follow Dubby.gg, and use the code BrainySentMe for 10% off of your online order. Also, be sure to look at our page at Streamloots. Streamloots is, you can buy a set of official Brainy the RPG Cat trading cards. $1.99 will get you a pack of 3, and they have special effects that you can use whenever I am live. And also be sure to consider to join our Discord. We're having a lot of fun over on our Discord page. We're going to come up with some special stuff in order to bring you pretty soon, but in the meantime, in order to stay tuned with absolutely anything that's going on with me and when I'm going to be streaming on live one time, the Discord is the place to be. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and we are going to do a raid now. Let me see. Don't forget the coffee. Okay, well, for some official things, leave a minimum of a $1 monthly donation to our Ko-fi page. We continue to update the blog there with some very unique behind-the-scenes stuff, special edition, this and that, and we're also going to be opening up a merchandise page there soon. So thank you, everybody, so far who has been participating in the Ko-fi page. All right. Devin says, thanks for dropping by, everybody. That was really fun. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a raid now. We're going to spread the love onto another Twitch channel. Let's see. Who would we like to raid right now? I think I would like to go over to... that might be a good one. Oh, Mermaid right now is on. They've just gotten back to playing Stardew Valley, which I know is a favorite game of theirs. So let's go ahead and let's pay them a visit. Mermaid, of course, is one of the people who I play with in our actual play series, One Shots from the Meowing Portal. More than likely going to be a new episode of that this coming Wednesday. Alrighty, everybody. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember that BRAINY means smart. Nothing's too hard if you use your head. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you very much for watching.